Hello, morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so if you are just joining us, which you must be because we've only just started, it's pretty early over here in Portugal. I'm not used to getting up this early, which is not that early for some people. But we're going to do a little watch along just as a warm up before the medal race, because we were going to do the watch along for the medal race. And then I thought we haven't even tried to see if it works. So this is literally just a little tester. To see if the connection works, if we can actually do it, if it is interesting, because we obviously are in the last day of the RSX windsurfing class, the last day being they've just finished 12 races for the women, and we're just starting the last 3 races for the men. So the women is all sorted going into the medal race, and it's been a really good day for the Chinese. She is, well, not extendedly, she's gone into the lead, and she's 4 points clear now of Emma Wilson from the UK in second place, and she is 6 points clear of the French girl Charlene in third. But that is the only chance of medal. So good news if you're Chinese, Great British or French, because you guarantee a medal in the RSX women. Boom. So that will be decided in the medal race. So it will be an exciting medal race. All the focus will be on those 3 riders, 6 points separating them. And now we're going into the men's competition. That's it. Yeah. So we're basically just looking now to see how this is going to work. I don't even know what time they start. We have got Antonio Cozzolino there as well.
Hi. Got my hat on today because I've got a terrible bed here. Hey Ben, I think the tracking, this is the girls, so we probably need to switch to the men, right?
Okay. Yeah, let me just organize that. Sorry, like I say, it was a bit last minute, and then Facebook told me they wasn't going to like me if
you weren't going live. So
if I didn't go live right then.
On Eurosport now, I'm seeing the men getting ready to head out, and it might be footage that they prepared earlier.
I can honestly say I haven't looked at this tracking, so what am I doing?
Oh yeah, no, that's right. So you might want to highlight. Well, that's still the girls. So what you might need to do is go back to that other link that I sent you, so you can click on the men's link.
Okay.
Don't worry, still got a bit of time. They're just showing the start list on Eurosport, so you're still okay.
Well, let's just go back to the main sailing page. I'm sure I can find it. Oh God, an error has occurred. Jesus.
Let me do it.
Okay, so this watch along is awesome. Already going well. Maybe send me that link again.
It's going well.
Send me that link again.
Yeah.
So, like I say, if you are just joining, we're going into race 10 for the men. So we should have race 10, race 11, race 12, and that will decide the positions going into the medal race, which is setting up to be a pretty exciting one. The guy on the screen at the moment, by the way, just so you know, if you are tuning in to watch the windsurfing, we can't show the windsurfing. We're like banned by the Olympic Committee. We've tried to do it. We've got banned a few times, so we're not going to do that again. So we're doing a watch along, which might not sound very exciting, and it might not be. I've never done one before. So, but we're going to try it out, and we're going to see how it works, if it's worth us doing it for the medal race, because it might be a total disaster. But we kind of think it's just like watching it with a couple of mates. We're just in different parts of the world, and we're doing it live, and we can have some comments coming in and whatever. So there we go. That's the tracking. So this is as exciting as it gets, guys. We've got the GPS tracking. We've got Eurosport on the other laptop here. We're going to be watching the racing, chatting with you guys, and seeing if it is even worth it. There we go. We got Thomas tuning in. Says, cheers, mate. Emma did well in that last race to keep it close. I mean, you've got to remember, she got that OCS yesterday over the line early. If she hadn't have got that, she would be leading going into this medal race, and it comes down to really small sort of things like that. We've got Bruno tuning in. How are we going, Bruno? Are you ready for the racing? Who do you think's going to win? Is Kieran Badlow going to be leading going into that medal race? Every race result he gets today will count. will count. There's no hiding from him today. He cannot mess up. He cannot go over the line early, so he has to be a bit cautious. We saw him yesterday racing, and it seemed to me, watching the tracking, watching the results and stuff, he was covering the Italian guy. There'd be lots of people going left. He might have thought in his head, it's paying to go left. But the Italian guy, who is his closest rival, was going right, and he's going, Jesus, I'm going to have to go with him. But he was going better, so it did work. But he wasn't getting like bullet, which I think he probably could have if he was sailing his own race. But in racing like this, in the Olympics, you can't afford to send the guy, let him go off on his own on the right-hand side. So I think I would say that. I mean, that's just me guessing. I haven't spoken to Kieran, but it did look that way, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And I mean, I think was it the first or second race yesterday? It really looked like he kind of tried to drive him back down into the pack, So, and I think that was Mattia's discard 13 or something. So
yeah, just so you guys at home know, we are on 4 minutes to go. Bam. 4 minutes. So whatever you're watching on, if you can delay your stream, or maybe we should all watch it at the same time. But we got 4 minutes until the start of men's RSX race number 10. There'll be 3 races today. It looks windy. They're full planing. We got some waves. It's looking pretty good. We've got Sarah Jackson tuning in, obviously supporting the Brits. Come on. We've already guaranteed a medal. Hang on. It's going to be a hot one. Hang on. Oh, it's going to be too hot for this time in the morning. Come on.
Nice. I don't have a
and we got Tom Squires as well. He's been going well. Can't really knock him at the moment in the wind, especially. Let me just get my results up for the men's as well.
Hey, Ben, the other thing that you can do on your tracker there, once you come back to it, is that you can select in the left there, you can tick the sailors that you want to follow, and they'll come up. So if you click on Kieran, and then maybe who else we want to follow, Mattia, the Italian, wherever he is.
Yeah, good point.
And then probably also, Tom Squires, Team GB.
Yeah, for sure. He's getting a tear goal, Tommy.
And do we hear about the Chinese guy?
Well, yeah, he's been going well, hasn't he? I mean, it keeps us in the sort of main guys. Mishka as well was going well yesterday, but he's in the running, isn't it? It's more the guys we want to kind of.
What about Thomas there, the Frenchman?
Yeah. Okay, so we click him and we click the Frenchie. Okay, have I done everything right? Are we on?
Yeah. I think the other thing you can do is click on the little compass, and that'll put the top mark to the top, I think.
That makes a lot of sense. See? Got the brains, mate. Got the brains. Can you see the whole course on your screen? Because I'm just looking at the other one at the moment.
No, I can't. Well, I'm actually just looking at your tracker because I thought there'll be too many screens otherwise.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. But I'm just saying can you see that on the screen? Should I just get rid of the names now? No.
Yeah, get rid of the names, I suppose.
How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm just trying to work out where's the top mark. That's the top mark up there. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You can rotate that anyway. You can play with it. So you'll see pretty shortly.
Oh, we got Belly tuning in. Mr. Dave Bell, all the way from Australia, mate. Let's see. Like I said, if you are just tuning in, we have got 1 minute and 5 seconds to go on the Eurosport channel. That's what I'm watching. We got that on the back. Men's race number 9. We've got 3 races. Kieran Badlow looking to put a solid day in. We've got rivalry from the Chinese, who's had a pretty solid day yesterday. He had the best day of everyone. We've got Matteo Camboni, the Italian, looking to put a better day on the water. He didn't have a good one yesterday. He really needs to get it together. Otherwise, he's going to be losing points. Thomas Goyal, he's going to want to put a good day in. We've got, obviously, Tom Squires, Mishka from Poland. Quite exciting. This is the first watch-along I've done. I kind of want to be watch-along. Ben, do you know what happened in Charlene's race 11? I honestly don't know. I thought it started at 7. I thought that was what time it started. So I was a bit, otherwise we would have been doing the women's race as well. So I apologize for that. Okay, we've got 5 seconds. Is that right?
I mean, mine started, but I'll try and sync with yours. So.
Okay, I click live and see if that helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well. Quite a few people gone on port. We got Kieran Badlow's gone off on port, and he's actually the top of all the port hand guys. He's pumping. It's full planing. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting.
As well. He's going the same direction as Mattia. So
I was about to say he's covering the Italian again.
You've got Makoto, the Japanese guy, in between them there.
So that, I mean, that's what we saw yesterday. Kieran is just not letting the Italian out of his sights. He probably feels, I'm quicker, I'm better than him in these wins. If I go the same way, I'm going to be ahead of him. Maybe that's his thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, no question. All he has to do is continue to finish in front of him today. Hey, one thing we haven't said is that it's quite windy today. 15 knots by the looks of it. I don't think we talked about that today. So you can see the angles on the tracker there. That the audience will be able to see. Very broad angles, 120 degrees, maybe more. Those are terrible RSX angles for you. That happens when you're planing.
Okay, I'm just trying to zoom in a bit. Is that how's that? Better?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, Kieran is just all over the Italian. It's a bit annoying that I'm a bit delayed. Maybe everyone can delay a little bit. Sorry, apologize for that.
You did click on live though, right? On your video? Yeah.
I think it's just the Portuguese way. We're a little bit behind, a bit more slow, a bit cruisier. I mean, looking at that, the leaders, well, I was about to say the leaders are going to come out the left, but they're saying, okay, no, it seems pretty even at the moment. But he is killing the Italian, absolutely killing him at the moment. He's higher, he's faster.
So for people who can't see the screen, I mean, Mattia's just tacked off actually because he'd fallen into the baddie of Kieran and the Japanese sailor. So off he goes there. You can see on the tracker.
What side of the track is going to be favoured? Who can pick up the ley line?
Well, looking at, like I say, looking at the TV,
really, there's the racing schools of who.
I would say the guys are going to come out the left. I don't know. It does look like the Italian is getting, I mean, he's basically crossing underneath everybody. So it's not a good race. But I would say it's more worrying for Kieran if he's not right up there. But
I think let's check the point situation, shall we?
Yeah. I mean,
so you've got Kieran on 26, Mattia on 34 points, and Tomar on 39. And behind them, the next three are 41, 50, and 52. So, I mean, they'd have to be quite deep in the pack to really have other guys climb on them.
Does feel like the left is paying though. We've seen it in quite a lot of races. You know, it can make a massive difference. Some big like lifts on that left-hand side or more pressure. Tom Squires is, you know, they've got less to lose. They want to come into that medal race in a better contention. And so they're just banging that left-hand side, I guess. Pretty much.
You'll see Tom at the moment's in second place. So, you know, the little flags on the tracker that actually tell you who's ranked where based on the analytics?
Yeah, got you now. I'm actually looking at the tracker more than I'm looking at the picture. I was looking at the video a lot. Let me have a look. So I've got so many things going on. The watch along is.
I mean, that's the whole point of today as a dry run, right? See if it actually works. So.
Yeah, if you are just tuning in, you're thinking, what are these two idiots doing? Well, we're practicing. Yeah. We're practicing for the medal race. Bit of support coming in. It's good to see. What do you think about the women we're hearing? But we've already discussed that. I mean, they've got top three, all guaranteed medals, going to come down to the medal race, 6 points separating them. It is going to be intense. And there's not much wind forecast. It could be a real tactical sailing battle. Lots of close calls. Looks like Tom Squires is killing it at the moment. They've got him on the GPS as second place. How that will pan out, I don't know, but he'll be pretty confident out of yesterday's racing. He looked really good, got his first race win, and he's looking quick at the moment.
Yeah, he's looking good. What is interesting, though, is that Kieran let Mattia go. So Mattia tacked away halfway up that upwind. If you look at the center of the screen, it's like an orange or a red tracker we've got there on the middle of yeah, that's it. So Kieran just let him go. You can see he's on the kind of on the top right ley line. You see the little Ned flag, more or less where Squires is from GBR. So I would have thought Kieran would have wanted to cover him, but obviously he's seen something, or he thinks there was a better reason to keep going right. So very interesting.
Well, it's got to be honest. Kieran, obviously the Dutch and the Italian, they're not right up there on this GPS tracking. Thomas Goyal looking good. Tom Squires looking good. And usually, like I say, that left-hand ley line coming in, the Portac ley line has been delivering some pretty decent. It looks like it's going to do it again. With I would say it's Thomas Goyal looking really nice. It's going to be close anyway. And I heard it's just a windward lure today, just upwind, downwind.
Yep, just up and downwind. Simple as it gets.
Yeah, easy to understand. I find it so crazy that they've got the uphaul. I watched the women's racing before, and the Chinese Shu. She was like, it looked full speed, and she's hanging onto the rope. It just looks so sketchy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you just need to watch out when you go over waves, because that you don't send yourself into a one-hand
Cyprus. Killing it.
Yeah, Andreas. Yeah, he's been around for a long time, actually. Super nice guy. Yeah, just pretty good all round and has flashes of brilliance.
Yeah, going quick.
You're actually right, though. The video footage is great visually, but it doesn't really give you a good sense of who is doing well or not. The tracker is much better for that. So you can see on the tracker that Tomar's coming in first to the top mark on the port hand ley line. So he's going to have to tack around the mark.
Tom Squires, come on the Brits. Come on the Brits.
Tom looks like he's in third, so I'm not sure who's in between them.
Have a look. Well, on the GPS, they've got Thomas Goyal, then we got Cyprus second, Tom Squires third, Israel, Greece, Mexico, Italy, China, Korea, Poland. Kieran Badlow on the tracker is back in 11th place.
Yeah. So these are really, I'd say, I mean, Kieran is good in all conditions, but these would be some of his, superpowers here. It's kind of 14, 15 knots, big waves. He's very good technically, so he should be able to smash it in this.
Yeah, so Thomas Goyal already gone round. Tom Squires also looking good. Yeah, the guy from Cyprus killing it. Looking good in second. Yeah, Thomas Goyal, that's good news for the French. I mean, he's in a good position, third place in the rankings at the moment, coming into this race. A good race win here. And we know when Thomas is on, he can put together some really solid races. And he's not defending anything at the moment, it doesn't look like. He looks like, he's cut away from everyone else. And he's got a fairly big lead over the rest of the pack.
Yeah, he does. What's happened to Tom there? So Tom Squires just going around the top mark now.
Yeah. Second place. That's what they said, but I'm pretty sure he was third. But... yeah, third. Okay, they just corrected themselves on the commentary.
So I found my video player, Ben. I'm not sure if yours is doing this. Over time, it slowly falls behind live, maybe because of the connection speed. I'm not sure. So I was like 10, 15 seconds behind just now. I had to bring us back up to speed.
I don't know. I've kept pressing live, but what I do know is the Italian is ahead of Kieran Badlow by quite some way, I would say, which is not good news for the Dutchies. And obviously, as we know, all these results will count for Badlow. Didn't see the Chinese up there after, some pretty solid racing. I think he's in about 8th place.
A beautiful overhead shot of Tomas sailing downwind, also holding the uphaul.
Yeah. Thomas Goyal, full planing jibe. Like it. So if you are just tuning in and you're wondering what the hell is going on, well, we've basically got Eurosport on one computer, we've got you guys on the other, we got the tracker on the screen, and this is a bit of a dry run before the medal race, just to make sure this sort of concept could work, if it's even slightly interesting. The idea is we're just watching it with you guys at home. We could all be sitting in the same room, but we're not, but we kind of are. And we're just going to discuss the race in chat, what's going on. And it's not going to be a full-blown commentary or nothing. We're just basically just chatting shit.
Yeah.
Getting involved with the Olympic spirit, because it's so hard to get, like, I don't know, like when I'm in Great Britain and I'm at home in England, the Olympics is just easier to watch because the BBC are pumping it out. But over in Portugal, I don't quite feel connected with the Olympics this year. And trying to watch the windsurfing was crazy. Kieran Badlow is not laying off the gas right now. He is pumping like like he wants a gold medal, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say. Not quite sure what happened near the top of the course there, because he was looking okay, and then all of a sudden he's back in 14th. So,
yeah, it definitely. I think covering the Italian doesn't seem to be working. But the moment you don't cover them, you know what's going to happen. You know,
I've got Dorian calling me here on FaceTime. We should just get Dorian in.
Yeah, you've got the link, haven't you?
Yeah. Hey, Dor, I'm just with Ben. You want to join us? We're just watching along. Yeah, I'll send you the link. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. See you in a sec. All
okay,
right.
so Thomas Goyal looks pretty solid up the top. We got Tom Squires from Great Britain. Come on, Tommy. He's making a good charge. I tell you what, he is making a good charge. Didn't start off the week well, Tom Squires, but he's definitely coming into his own in the more breeze.
Okay. Send that off the door.
So it looks like Tom is going left like he did on that first upwind. It suited him well. Everything paid out, so I was expecting him to do the same thing. We've got the Italian Tromboni in 8th place.
Keep an eye for our other Dutchman, Ben. He's gonna walk into the room.
Okay, we'll add him in when he comes in
Unexpectedly. So what's going on?
Well, what's going on is Tom Squires has just gone around the bottom mark on my screen.
Oh, good to know that we're synced up, you and I. That's all we need, really, isn't it?
Hey, and now we got a gold medalist in the house. Come on. What have you noticed? Come on, Dorian, give us your insight, dude.
Well, I think it was pretty simple. Kieran went to the right. Mattia went to the right of the start. Mattia had to tack out because he got into a bit of trouble and went left. And obviously, Thomas going left and rounding way ahead of everybody paid off. Left is good.
Yeah, but hey, Dor, what do you think? Because why do you think Kier didn't tack when he saw Mattia tack off, especially if Thomas was that way anyway?
Because Mattia got screwed over by Kier and by Piotr, so Mattia had no choice. He needed to get out of there. And it wasn't looking favorable at the time for him to go left. So it was not until Kieran and the group on the right had to tack over and were like, I think, I don't know, a couple hundred meters in on the ley line that it just absolutely turned left the wind. And yeah, they kind of got
doing that a lot this week, though, isn't it?
It's the left is paying off if you look at the numbers and look at the times that they go left. But it's so difficult when you're there because there are rights, and to make them work, it's a gamble.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, interesting though. Definitely interesting so far.
But we got the boys lined up on starboard, Mattia and Kieran right now, and Kieran is starting to roll Mattia. So I don't know.
He fancies his chances, obviously, in this stuff. He knows he's quick.
Yeah, he's in any normal race. I don't I'm not exactly sure how it is during this competition, but normally he's the quickest guy out there. He's the guy to beat.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, let's see. Interesting. Like I say, Tom Squires having a good day. Another good race at the moment. He's on 50 points. We saw Mishka, the Polish rider. He went right. Well, he went right through the gate. I don't know if I might actually have to. Did I tag him on the?
Yeah, he went back to the left. He tacked over.
Okay. Because he went round the gate on the other side, and I was thinking, okay, that's interesting, but it looks like they're all going left at the moment.
Yeah, you'd be a fool if you go right now.
Guys, I need more screens is what I need. I need 3 screens.
I got 2 going on, and I'm pretty happy with my setup.
You're sorted?
Yeah. So we've got, Tom in the lead. He did a great job on that left. He just went all the way, and he has done the same now for the second upwind, and everybody's following in. But the big battle that's being played with Kieran and Mattia, that's really intriguing me. You can see here on the live footage, they're 6 and 7 or 6 and 8. And all going to the left. Kier's tacking over right now. The tracker is a little bit earlier than the footage.
Yeah, we don't. So, Dory, you missed the start, but we were saying like we're not going to do a full commentary. We can just like talk shit. So
come on, man, you gotta. This is what I have to do. I have to get myself through it.
No, it's good. I like it. This is good. I'm loving it. What I do know is Thomas on this tracker is going 15.5 knots, which is quicker than everybody else. How accurate is that? I don't know.
They're not bad. They're not bad. But hey, they pulled Kira's pulled a big chunk out because he rounded 10th, right? So now in 6th. Yeah. So that was
he's flying off this upwind. He pumped pretty much all the way up that starboard hand course. He was just climbing on people, and it was pretty much out the harness most of it.
Yeah. Well, he's going to try to reel them in one by one, just make little steps. He's got Mattia behind him now, so he got him, and now he's parallel to Obama, the Chinese guy.
Maybe that's the tactic. They'd like sail the Italian into the shit and then just work his way back up to the top. Seems a dangerous one, but it's working. Well,
yeah, why not? If you, I don't think that was his tactic because you saw Mattia really got in trouble. I think his tactic was to stick with Mattia for as long as possible, and he did. And then Mattia tacked off, and Mattia got lucky. A little lucky left on there.
Yeah, it does look to do that though, doesn't it? If all else fails, just go left, and you're probably going to come out better until you don't.
Well, you got to get out of there. You can't sail bad breeze or dirty air, as we call it.
Okay, so not everyone, but a few people asking where you can watch the racing. The racing is on. Well, I'm watching off Eurosport. You have to pay $6.99 for the month, and then you can cancel. So you're basically paying $6.99 for the racing. You've got 3 races from the men left, and you've got a medal race for the men and the women to decide the medals. I reckon that's worth $6.99, even if you are a bit late this week. And we're going to try and do a watch along like we're doing now with both medal races tomorrow. It is tomorrow, isn't it?
No.
No, Saturday. Saturday.
You'll be early tomorrow.
God, don't lie in.
Yeah.
So I got Tom going around the Windward Mark. He might already be round on the tracking, but he's looking pretty solid at the moment.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if Tom catches him downwind.
He's gone, isn't he? He is gone.
He's gone.
Yeah,
looking good.
Looking good.
Yeah, very good. So, I mean, Tomas got quite a few points up to Kieran, but, over, 23 points. So he's not too much of a threat right now, but if there's 3 races like this, you could easily claw him back, I mean, unlikely that Kier will be where he is for 3 races in a row, but you never know.
Yeah, well, he's got 5, 15, so...
Yeah.
Come on, Tom. It's all right. Let's just run around in a second. Come on, lad. That's good. Good news. Where's Kieran?
Kieran coming around. He'll be around 5. There is Obama and Kieran. Look at I have to tell this Obama, the Chinese guy. He is a big dude. He's got.
Early.
You think Kieran's big? Obama is a little thicker, he's a bit bigger, and he can put some pace on that guy.
He looks big. He does look big. I mean, he nailed that lay line. I thought he'd underdone that. Got looked a bit risky.
Yeah,
that's a good comeback.
I'm really happy to see Kieran not wearing his hat.
Yeah, finally
letting that arrow go and just. Where am I going? That way.
Exactly. Why have a haircut if you're going to put your hat on? And I was no joke. I was thinking this yesterday. Does a hat slow you down?
No. No. Well, I would say yes. I would defend mine, my way of. I never silver the hat.
It can't be fast.
I mean, it definitely slows you down some.
It might make it
always
just a meter.
Yeah, I mean that's why I was slowed or.
You're saying it, but Thomas sailing with the hat right now. No,
it's true. Not enough to feel it, but I'm sure technically, if you put yourself in a wind tunnel, it's probably slower.
Yeah, like what Antoine Elbow did. He wasn't wearing a hat. Thomas should know that.
Yeah. Oh, Jody's back. Hey, Jody, how you doing? So Jody is our Aussie commentator. So he's the Australian equivalent of Ben here.
He's good. I listen to him.
He's very good. Yeah, we should get him on.
He's better than me.
Not that he knows much about Irish sailing, but I always thought it'd be great to get Ben and Jody together commentating. Or would that be just too much energy? Do you think too much excitement?
I just let him go. He's got the accent. He's got better English than me. I'm terrible.
No, I think he did season 1 of Sail GP as well.
Here we go. What are we looking at, boys? We're just there, huh?
Well, it's nothing's really changed at the moment. Obviously, Thomas Goyal looking like he's got this wrapped up, and he's going to definitely close in on the top couple of boys. The Italians he's having a bit of a shocker, isn't he?
Well, he's back to 7.
Yeah, but that's not what he needs, is it, right now? He's just losing points every second. Thomas winning. He's lost 6 points. Just bang, gone. He's back into 3rd now. Thomas moves up into 2nd, and Kieran's going to extend over Camboni. So, things are moving. Tom Squires catching up a little bit on Mishka as well in 4th place.
Yeah, well, I was going to say this is really good for Tom. If Tom can nail 3 of these like this, he'll be in there for tomorrow.
Dave Bell says we should just invite everybody. Just have I think we can get 10 people on this.
Let's see.
If someone just heard that bottle go down, that was my dog coming in and knocking the stash over.
I did hear all those bottles. I was like, it's a long week there, Ben.
Now, I should know this, but how many laps is it?
2. So Tom, I just went through the finish.
That's it. Yeah, so there we go. So Tom has won it. Boom.
Nice. Tom Squires coming second. Yeah, boy.
Come on, GBR. Good work.
We might lose a few friends by revealing who we're really cheering for in this watch along.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I don't want any sitting on the fence. You're Dutch. I'm British. That's it. There's no commentator in the world who should be cheering for anybody else. I mean, you've got to want your country to do well. So top 3 on my bit over the line. Maybe the GPS is ahead already, but interesting to see that. A good race. And you want the Cyprus guy in there. Like Tom Squires and Tom Howe are like great. He's like someone who's got no influence over the overall, but he's in between. Chinese guy over in 4th. Another solid race from him. Kieran in 5th. Solid. He would have wanted more, but I think he'll take a 5th when he knows. But Tomo will now close in on him, which, although he's covered the Italian, I'm sure he's going to be getting quite close.
Oh, Yoav.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Here's a question for you guys. On the tracker, is that red number at the end, is that the overall score that they will get?
Uh,
I think so. Huh?
yeah, it could be. Yeah.
So Kieran will have 31.
Yeah.
Tom
So I think
will
that's
have 40.
virtual points based on the position they're currently in. I think.
Oh,
it is.
okay. Yeah, it's like a predictive one, barring no protests.
Yeah.
That's
So
a good.
31, so that's not 9 points still, Buffer.
He's got to rack up a couple more if he wants to relax tomorrow.
Yeah. But it could easily happen. But like we've been saying every day, he's got that 25th hanging over him. He cannot afford a disaster. He can't push the line too hard.
No.
Every race he does today will count. So I guess in that sense, 5th is solid, but he's going to want to put a 1 or a 2 on there pretty soon, I would guess.
He's got to stay in front of the boys. He's got to stay in front of Thomas, and definitely in front of, more in front of Thomas right now. The next one in front of Thomas and in front of Mattia. Piotr had a good one, but, that's 19 points now. Yeah. Well, Tom's only 2 points of 4th.
Solid.
That's good.
Yeah. Does that work better? Yeah, maybe it does. Yeah, interesting though that so 31 points for Badlow. Second place is now Tom Goyal with 40 points, so 9 points behind. And then the Italian 42 points. So he's got a fairly decent lead on those two at the moment with 2 races to go before that medal race. If he wants to do a Dorian, he needs to put another 10 points out. Which, looking at the results today, it could happen.
It could happen
together.
It could happen.
The Italian doesn't seem like he's banging in 1s and 2s in these conditions. You can see the Chinese. I think Tom Squires, Kieran's shown he can do it, and obviously Tom Goyal. But Camboni's not really put any decent results in since we've had the wind. They've been all right, but they've not been anything near what he was doing in the lighter winds.
Can you also see that Mattia, not trash talking the guy, but he hasn't got a bullet.
No.
You don't need to win any race to win the regatta. That's a fact. But they look good.
They look good.
They look good. Yeah.
Can Tom Squires get on the podium?
He can.
He can. It definitely can. I mean, he seems to be really at home when it's windy here. He's going good.
He might. Why not? Come on.
Yeah, he needs 2 more good races. He needs 2 more good races and then a good medal race. It's definitely possible. 12 points at the moment, yeah?
Yeah. The only thing is he needs to have Thomas slow down.
Yeah.
And Mattia slow down. Well, Mattia is slowing down plenty. So,
looking at the way it's going at the moment, his best chance is against the Italian, I would say. Looking at the way the results have gone the last 2 days in those conditions, I think he's got the better chance of him making ground on the Italian.
Well, we always look at it and it's quite simple. He just needs to finish well in front of Mattia and Piotr. Just like this race, he needs to have a couple more of these races. Woof! See that jump of Thomas?
Yeah, it looked a bit sketchy, to be fair. I thought he was going to catch the nose.
That's 17 kilos trying to get up in the air.
So we're just having a replay on the Eurosport at the moment of what happened on that start. I'm just looking at where Thomas just bang left, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the furthest left, all the way out there. You see, that was it. He just got pinched out. He was rolled by Kier and by Makoto, and that was that. He had to go back to the left, which was good for him.
Yeah, interesting. I'm going to be Now we've kind of getting a feel for it. I'm looking forward to this next race to kind of. I was a bit like I was trying to wake up before work out what's going on. Like, oh, now I'm getting a feel for it. I know the points more. I'm kind of my head is accepting numbers now.
Ben, have you noticed any difference in the jibing with the guys over the last couple of days downwind?
Have I noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're planing, which when I got to be honest, I watched the first RSX race and it was the women in non-planing and it looked like glass. And I was thinking, is this the first showing of the Olympics of windsurfing? No, I was kind of gutted, but this is proper. This is good.
So what were you going to say, Dor, about the jibes?
Well, the jibes, which I'm a little disappointed about.
Oh, no duckies.
No, rarely I see duckies. I seen Kier do a couple, like caught the back end of it, but I put one on my my Insta feed today.
Oh, all right, let's go.
Well, you know what people don't realize is the duck jibe is easier to come out planing with power. It's actually a better jibe, and I know everyone's like it's super risky, but is it? Is it? If you actually practice it a lot, is it?
No,
riskier.
It's not.
I don't think it is.
No, it's not. You just got to be good at it. And if you mess, like in the beginning, we were a little bit like, well, if you mess it up, then it's a lot more messy than if you would mess up a regular jibe. But it's actually not that bad. You just got to make sure that you catch it on the other side, and then you're okay.
Oh, it is an interesting one.
I thought you meant it was one of Kieran doing a ducky.
No, I wish. That's what I'm complaining about.
Just you doing a ducky.
Yeah, it's me doing a ducky. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah, no hands. Woo!
Park it.
Okay, just a few people asking about Eurosport. The Eurosport channel I'm watching on it is online, Eurosport.com, and then you sign up for a month of, it might be called Eurosport Plus or something like this, and then you can literally just pick what you want to watch. There's like every sport, and then you go to sailing, and then this is the live player that we're watching. Well, that's what I'm watching. It's what Antonio's watching. I guess, maybe it's on the TV in England or something like this, or in Holland, but this seems to be the easiest way to find it. Although it costs $6.99.
Oh, you making it?
Let it all hang out for this event. I'm going crazy. It only happens once every 4 years. I'm going to pay $6.99 to watch the footage. Why not? I'm crazy.
You are crazy. You might get stuck with that $6.99.
I know what's going to happen. There's no way I'm going to cancel it. And then before you know it, 4 years' time, I'll be like, oh.
I think I have a login for that website.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're 11 minutes to the next start. Ben, you're going to have to update the tracker. So you have to go to I sent you the link for race 11. You have to change each time.
Okay.
You got a bit of time, though. In the meantime, me and Dorian can talk shit about Yoav's new haircut. Well, it's not a haircut.
Yeah, the haircut. We're live. Get on there. I'm doing some promotion for you, Ben, right there. We're going.
No, but there's a few people saying, Ben, share your screen of the Eurosport. We tried that and we got banned.
Yeah.
They are so on it at the Olympics. If you share any video from the Olympics, instantly on YouTube just goes, cuts you off.
I think it doesn't help that you guys were going like, this might be illegal. Banned. I might get banned.
Honestly, I think it's an algorithm, Dor. I don't think someone is actually going through checking all of the YouTube channels.
I can't.
There's a lot of people in India.
Is there an easier way to get this 12th thing? I can't seem to get it.
Oh, I sent you a link in the WhatsApp.
Okay.
To race 11.
Okay.
Yeah, what we got? We got 10 minutes to go. 10:30. Oh, but yeah, back to the haircut, Tony. That was good. It's he's got a Mohican now. I don't mind a Mohican.
Yeah, the color's interesting. I mean, you'd be used to that. You've done it before.
Kier coming out with a blue arrow on the top, and then he going for the blonde on the top. I like that. But he goes blue on the side. I'm like, this is the straight up thing that I'm like, oh, Kier had some leftover blue. Excuse me.
I think Yoav did it first.
Yeah, but that's the problem. And Kier went a little bit above and beyond, and Yoav is playing second fiddle.
And no one's gone for the mullet.
Nobody's gone for the mullet that I have seen.
There's a bit of swell going on, actually, interestingly, looking at the Eurosport.
Hey, what happened to Andre today? We didn't see Andre in that race.
Andre, probably went right.
Have they ever put like the boy in the shore break? Like that would be exciting. Or at least the finish. The finish would be, like Olympic finish coming through the shore break would be epic.
Then the problem is with this, especially with the RSX class, that we've gone through like, listen, we should do a long distance race, or let's do some sprint racing, or let's try to mix it up a little. And we're stuck with this format of just sailboat racing. And even with the foil, with the new IQ class, we're trying to mix things up. And you've seen it. We've got slalom. That's already a big improvement, and we want to do some more short sprint races. It's not everybody is as enthusiastic and as open-minded as us.
Yeah. It's an old discipline, and it's sailing, and there's a lot of old stuck minds that don't want to try anything new. It's like, oh well, it's not broke, we're not going to fix it. But you're like, well, it is kind of broke, and you do need to kind of, at least you've got to experiment a little bit, because otherwise you're just going to be stuck. And just watching when I commentated on the IQ foil. I'm actually doing the IQ foils, I think, in a couple of weeks' time in Silver Plana. And like you say, we've got sprint racing, slalom, long distance. It's already interesting. We're already mixing it up. You don't know what to expect. It's not this same format every day. And it's like when they put the RSX with all the sailing classes and they class it all as the same. It's like, yeah, it's all the same. It's not. It's not. It's bloody not.
Well, it's so far off that it came to this, that we had to do the commentary.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure we're doing the commentary. We got to go. We're doing the watch along. But yeah, I know what you mean. For us to be even doing this says something, because again, as a windsurfing fan, I have been looking around this week and I've been so disappointed. Like, it's not because I want to be talking, not because I'm like, yeah, I need to be talking. I genuinely am just disappointed. I'm watching it with no atmosphere, going, this is one of the exciting things. It's took 4 years or 5 years this time to get to this point. These guys have put everything on the line, and I'm watching it with no emotion, going, well, this just feels like it's any old event that I've ever seen before, and it kind of needs some atmosphere.
It does. It does. But yeah, that's the old Olympic sailing. Too many courses, too many boats everywhere, and not enough cameras. And they should be able to simplify that. Yeah.
Like I said, everyone, when they organize their own event, could do it. So it's definitely possible, and on not much smaller budgets. I guess when the Olympics is mentioned, everyone's price goes up. It's like, oh, the Olympics, well, I usually charge this much, but this is the Olympics, so we're going to charge this much. And I guess the Olympics has got, like, they have to do a certain level of quality, so they need the GPS tracking, they need all the bits, which is good. But it means if you're only watching one race out of 4 or something like this, or the odd day, you lose you want to kind of follow the whole story all the way through. That's what I find anyway. Some people will just tune in for the medal race, and that's fine. But I'm kind of a big fan of watching it all play out.
Well, you got to at least have a couple of highlight packages of a day. Like if you come back to shore after a day of racing and there's no footage, just pictures, that's bad.
That I totally agree. That's the biggest problem. Like, at least hire a highlights guy for each course to someone to like sum it up in 5 minutes of what happened during the day with action footage of the key incidents. This would be much more useful for me, and they should allow that to be used for people to share it, because nobody knows it's on. Like, even sailing.org don't have the rights to use video. What? I wouldn't give the rights to the Olympics. I'd be like, look, if you have sailing in the Olympics, surely you've got to give us a highlights package. I mean, they're using still photos with captions and some dodgy music. It's painful to watch, I have to say.
Sounds like Windsurfing.TV or.
True. There'll be people tuning in going, "Is this what they're doing?" It's like, trust me, this is as good as we can get.
4 minutes to go. I'm excited.
Okay. All right. What we're doing? Where's the winners coming from?
From the top.
Is Thomas now feeling more pressure because he's getting closer to the top? Because before he had less to lose. Is it the case when you get better or you get less points and you're getting towards the top, you start to protect it?
No, I think as the Thomas that I know now is getting on a roll.
Yeah.
He's getting confident. He's like, I can do this. Or if with his, I can do this. Really? Come on. Let's go. Yes. I go left.
Full taquet.
Oh, Antonio, let's go.
He hates it when we do that. Yeah.
Good. He won't be watching this. Trust me. There's zero chance
he won't be. He will not
watching this.
Hey,
right.
George, how you doing? We got George from Greece there.
Georgie.
How you doing, buddy?
George.
Hey, Brett. How you doing?
Where's my board, Brett?
Yeah, where's Gray? Is Gray
Screwed, right? Okay, I've got 3 minutes 15 on the clock. What you guys got?
I got 2:30 right now. 2:33.
Oh, you're ahead. I'm on 3 minutes. What
Yeah, that's on the tracker. Sorry, I'm cheating on the tracker.
Okay.
I'm 3:10. 3:10, 9, 8, 7.
Okay. We're pretty. I'm on 2:55.
I'm gonna throw a cheap one in here right now. You noticed anything that all the sailors have in common, or a lot of the sailors have in common with the harnesses?
Oh yeah.
One particular model that was developed a little way back. Everybody seems to use it.
Is it low and tight?
They're all just trying to be like you,
Real nice and tight.
I remember we used to have one in the Mistral, and it was the tightest, lowest thing. You couldn't walk. It was like a wonder bra for the boys. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like it lifted you up and thrust you forward, walking around with a package out.
Well, that would be doing great for us at the boat park. I mean, all the laser radial sailors, you know.
Hey.
What? Yeah. No, we decided a little while back that people, like, you see the one that Tom's using, that's a custom, like, from Silloft in Weymouth.
Yeah.
But we stepped
similar. I was going to say it's very similar to the Gastra Speed Light or whatever it was that Macintosh used to use.
Exactly. Yeah. He's one of the few with the custom like that, but all the other people just started to use normal production ones that were a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, they're very. I mean, the custom one is literally not the most comfortable thing in the world, is it? It is webbing and, well, just webbing. Pretty much.
If it's made well, it's comfortable, but it's just you could have a bit more cushion.
Cushion for the pushing.
We're getting there.
1 minute to go.
Jeez.
Okay, 1 minute to go. So anyone just tuning in, the way it's looking at the moment is it's pretty close. Kieran Badlow can't afford to mess up. Every race result he gets today will count. He's leading at the moment in the men's division. Thomas Goyal has already moved up into second after a win in the last race. And third place, the Italian, is dropping back. Tom Squires, Mishka are kind of hanging around in fourth and fifth place and pushing for those podium places. Medal races on Saturday. We've got 2 races left. And this is the 11th race. And there we go. There's that beautiful, beautiful arrow haircut.
Who do you think is going to go for the pin, boys? Going left.
French. He's just going to go straight down there, surely.
He's going to be all out.
He's already there, probably. Oh,
yeah.
2 port tackers. Oh, my. Who's that in the middle on port there? Struggling to get off, surely. It's got to be the Norwegian. He's done it once. That wasn't a good call.
Here we go.
Italian in the middle.
This Matteo Lanz on port on the top.
Chinese in the middle. Dorian right in the thick of it.
Stop it. I'm over here. His name's Kieran.
Oh, Jesus. I tell you what, it's only because you keep winning these things. Kieran, come on.
Come on, boy.
No, it looks good, nice and windy. You can't really see from the helicopter shots, but the ones down low, you can...
They're calling 13 knots on the race course. 13, that's not that much.
I think they seem to undercall that. I was watching the other day, and it was 8, and they were full planing. So maybe the wind meters are pretty...
Yeah, no, it's more than that. That's nice. That's nice breeze.
Looks like all the major players are in the mix, but I don't see where Thomas is.
Thomas far left. He's all the way down the bottom there.
Of course he is.
On the track. He's flying exactly third board.
Hey Ben, you want to click on Tuma and Kieran so they come up on the track?
Sorry, I thought it was already done. I didn't realize I had to redo it. I'll do it now.
And maybe Squires and anyone else you want to follow. Yeah. Mattia.
Obama, just look at the guy. You see him sailing. He's on the boom, back on the boom, and now he's back on the uphole. But he's big. You see his sail just doesn't move as much as Matthias, for example, or as Piotr. He's just sitting there, making the equipment do the work.
Yeah, he's a big dude, isn't he? I've never seen him in real life, but he's a big dude, and he is going well. I mean, what's his points like? He must be getting up there.
He'll be regretting that stupid decision to go into that process now.
Yeah.
How many points did he lose?
Well, it's 16. What position was he in on that, right?
7, so he lost 9 points doing that.
Oh, what a muppet.
Yeah. And they had a conversation apparently on the beach. And, I would be paying money not to go in that protest room. There's just nothing to gain, really. Look at that, though. Tom Squires. Go on, son. Go on, lad.
So Kieran's managed to get above Obama. I didn't see that.
Looking good, actually. Kieran's going to be the most dangerous if he's in the mix, because he hasn't really been in the mix. He's been fighting to come back. So as soon as he's in the mix, Squires are already tacking off, which seems strange. But
we got China one and Kieran second right now. Kieran just above him. Tom tacking out, going back to the mark, thinking he's on the lay.
Chinese as well, already tacking.
Tom attacked.
I mean, Mattia was one of the first to attack, because he's lower than the head.
Punch from the left. Yeah, Mattia, Piotr, Tom, Kier, Obama, and then behind Obama and Kier on Obama's line is Allez le Bleu.
Interesting. Mate.
Steve, look at them going. It is a nice sight. What do you think about these colors? I think when they made these sails with these colors, I think it's great.
When they're what? Sorry,
the colors of the sails.
The fluo.
You like them all the same color?
Well,
It works in the Olympics.
Yes. But
Ben's half the commentary.
Yeah. Well, you got big ass flags in there. How more obvious?
Yeah. No, it works in the Olympics. It doesn't work. I had the same real big problem in Silver Planet last year because there's about 1 million French flags and 1 million whatever flags. And
yeah, but we got to get rid of some. You know,
in the Olympics, it's good. Looking good though. Chinese, look at the beast. He is a beast.
Get the elbow out.
He's got the glasses on as well. That just looks so uncomfortable. That uproar thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I'm still not convinced. It must be good because he'll do it, but it just looks wrong.
I mean, Dor didn't do it that much.
I didn't do it as much, but in a pinch mode, we had to do it because you can just get out that little bit more. And there's Kier's not using it, but not all the time. But you can just imagine if you have your arm on the boom or you have all the weight of the arm a little bit further out as well. And that's just its riding moment.
Yeah. Well, it just looks wrong.
Yeah.
Looks like Tom Squires just dropped back a bit on the tracker.
Oh, who's that? Oof, no way. You guys are going to be surprised who goes around first.
No. Yeah. The old little Spanish kid.
Yeah. Angel. Come on, my friend.
Second, China third around the top mark, and then Mattia in fifth. And Tuma coming up in ninth.
So obviously the left didn't pay. There we go. The left works until it doesn't.
Well, no, come on. He just went bottom left. The boys at the top of the boat from the start just got a bit better breeze and were able to continue a little bit, rolled over the top of Toma more or less, but still came out of the left.
Yeah, that middle track, though, didn't seem to work. Like I say, Tom Squires tacked off, and that definitely didn't work. The halfway house.
No. There goes Mattia.
Tell you what, though, Kieran looking good in that one. Goes round solid in second by quite some way.
Yeah, they'll chew up and spit out Angel. They'll make sure they'll get them downwind.
Who's the quickest downwind out of these boys? Who wouldn't you want in a downwind race off?
I mean, Kieran is always fast downwind.
He's pretty slippery, but I have to say that Obama has been holding up so well in those first couple of races earlier when they were battling it out. I was like, he's going to get around him? No. He's going to get around him? No. So,
which is also kind of surprising because Obama hasn't sailed with anyone for like 2 years. Well, all of his friends at home.
Struggling to keep up. The boys are flying downwind on this GPS tracker.
Yeah, they're doing nice. Oh, there's a lady. Who's?
I've been trying to figure that out. I don't know who the lady is because they don't announce it at the start. I know who the guy is, but I don't know who the lady. She obviously knows enough about the other sailing classes, but I mean, I was watching the 49ers, and she seemed like she was fairly dialed in.
Rolling out some names, some little house,
just little inside, bits of info which I knew, and I was like, how do you know that? Who are you? Just about Lanzarote and the regattas and what was going on there.
Oh, here we go. It's going to be interesting down the bottom. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
I'll tell you what is interesting. They hold the rope downwind as well. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. And short lines.
He don't want to lose this first place, but he's getting...
Oh, well, we've got a split at the gate, too. For Mattia and Kier.
I mean, that was always going to happen, right? I guess.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's O'Neill. That is real crossed up. Interesting. Kieran's going to go around first then. So Kieran round first.
Look at this.
Second place, Spain. Oh, it's close. It is really close around that bottom mark. Chinese has gone underneath. Just totally smoked him. They had a bit of a problem there.
Did you see Kier wiping off some speed?
Italian gone the other way. Yeah, the Italian's the only one who's pretty much gone the other way.
Well, the Israeli is coming with him.
Yeah.
So it's, the woman is Shirley Robertson. Thanks,
Is
Nicola. Yeah.
Okay, Shirley. No wonder she knows a bit.
Yeah.
There's a thing or two about sailing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ooh. It's exciting on the tracker.
It didn't sound like Shirley Robinson.
It didn't. No, because she's British, right? And this woman sounds American, but
Putting on the American voice for the general public. That's why you will never be able to do the general public voiceover.
Who's Jenny Tulloch? That's what people are mentioning. That it doesn't sound like Shirley Robinson to me.
no, but Shirley's been on some other stuff, hasn't she? I'm
Yeah,
sure
she does the British one usually.
Yeah. No, I'm sure I've
Sounds
watched
much
the other
posher.
yachting and she was on it.
So who's your money on for this one then? Where's the winner's going to come out of? Like the Italian gone left? Has he stayed left? Let's have a look. He has. He's banging left. This could be, we've seen it before. Going left can sometimes be massive gains until it's not, which we've also seen.
I don't know. On the tracker, it looks like they're all lifting there on starboard and knocking on port. But
Yeah, but if that carries on, then it's just going to be exaggerated when they tack round. I guess we just have to wait and see. But it's dangerous leaving the Italian out there on his own, I would say.
yeah.
But it's also dangerous going in the middle and not really covering anyone. So I guess he's got two people to cover now because he's got Tom A, who's probably got the form.
That's
so he
true.
probably has to cover him more.
He has to cover Toma more now than Mattia. But there is a full-on split, hard left and hard right, and they're not looking that good on the right.
I would say the way the left's been doing it, I don't know. I just got a bad feeling for the guys on the right. But who's on the left? Tom Squires. Come on. Come on, Tom.
Bring it home, huh? Bring it home,
mate. It's coming.
It's coming home. It's coming home.
No, the Brits always want to bring it home. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
We won the World Cup in 1966. Apparently, that's home. No, I think the whole thing the home is. Didn't we invent it? We only won it once.
Bring it home. More COVID from all around the world. That's the thing we're bringing home.
Hey, so we think Kieran's on ley line here or no? Looking at the tracker.
Yeah, he is. He's got good angle, 60 degrees, and 59 for Mattia.
It looks like left has paid though. They have caught up.
Yeah, but if you look at the video stream, it looks like Kier is still in the lead.
He is still in the lead right now, but it's
but the Italian was miles back.
yeah, they're just getting a little header right now. There we go. So they were looking pretty equal, even a little in front, and now Kier, they got a tack on them, right?
Yeah.
So if they are laying, they're one tack ahead.
Yeah. If they're laying, it's a big if.
I think he is. Yeah, look,
they're gaining more.
He's not pushing that hard for the height. You can see he's on fast mode on the boom. Yeah.
Holding the uphold though.
Back on the uphold, back a little upwind mode, a little high mode, a little low mode.
He just looks so sketchy. So sketchy.
Hey, so
and then you've got something
that is.
Say what?
You know that board he's using. You know which one that is?
Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah, it's like when we were in Santa Pola and we had those 3 boards, and you were like, Antonio, which one do you want? I'm like, I'll take that one. It's funny.
You remember me being a little bit gutted about that.
Oh, I don't remember. They were all the same, those 3.
Yeah. You were like, I'll have that one. I was like, dang it. That's a good one.
Well, this is what he needed. Putting in a first place, he's going to go around in
There
first.
we go. Nice cross in front. There we go.
with speed as well. He's going to be flanging around here.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
He's
Ooh.
on. He's off. He is off.
Toma didn't get anything out of that left.
No, this is a good race for Kieran. Like in terms of who's in between, and although the Italians had a better upwind.
Yeah, no, 32.
Tom Squires has made some good ground, like really good ground.
46.
He went around that bottom mark in about. What did he go around that bottom mark in? He's pulled up a lot. Yeah, 10th.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Tom in 4th right now.
Oh, that's
overall.
He hasn't had a good one. Old Angel. Toma, not good rounding for him. This is a great race for Kieran and all the Dutch boys. Well done, boys. Look at that.
Yeah, here we'll go home with 32 points. You know, let's get mathematical about this. 32 for Kier, and then Toma will have 48.
It's getting a Dorian.
Mattia 46.
Dorian
He's working it. He's got to get some. He needs this next race though.
Yeah, he does. And he'll know it.
Losing points. Like they're both losing points to Kieran by a lot in this race.
Oh, it's super important for Kier to do good damage in this race and the next race, because day after tomorrow, it's gonna be light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I'm looking at some hip thrusts.
It looks good conditions, to be fair. I'm glad this is the day that's televised and not the 6-knot pumpathon.
Oh, yeah. No, it's nice.
Yeah, when you see RSX like this, it's not as bad. You know, like it is what it is, but it's not a disaster.
It's not a disaster. It's still a little slow.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
Yeah, but it's gonna be around. How many minutes are we in right now? 20 something.
Yeah.
So you know, all of this would have done in 10 minutes would have been plenty.
Smashes it. He is smashed that one. That's a good. I mean, when he goes around that windward mark in the top 3, you feel in this sort of wind, it kind of feels ominous what's going to happen.
Is that media boat right in the middle of the reach? Beautiful.
Yeah, not giving any media.
Yeah.
I see the camera boat getting in the way again.
Yeah, totally.
There we go. Boom. Yeah. Not even a smile. Focus.
All right, so Kieran goes across the line in first. For those people who can't see,
laying it down.
Nice little lay down.
Look at that. That way. That arrow shows which way.
How's China getting on?
Little fake jibe.
Oh, Camboni up to 3rd. That's a better race from him.
Oh,
needed that.
There you go.
That's good. That keeps him in touch.
Yeah, it does. Get some way back in there.
Away! Come on, no.
Okay, Ben, you're just laughing, but people watching us have no idea what just happened.
I would say just a bit of a body drag from the Israeli.
Yeah.
You gotta love a body drag. Tom Squires solid, but he he needed to do more damage than that.
Yeah, but in front of Tomar still, so he still caught someone Tomar. No? Or did Tomar finish in front of him?
Tomar finished 9.
He's deep. He's deep.
Lord. That's not
Let's have a look at these results. So let's have a look how it's looking.
He's 3rd. Back to 3rd.
How's Mr. See the Chinese getting closer. He's not close, but he's getting closer. How are the results from him in the last couple of days?
Let's see. Where's Mr. Chinaman?
Let me just have a look at the
61 points.
Let me just try and refresh. Mate, I probably won't refresh now, will it? Probably not. I'll leave these on just with the overall points.
Yeah, if you leave it on the tracker, you'll see it.
Yeah. So what you can do, Ben, I'm pretty sure if you click on that sigma, like the the last column where it shows the points, I think you can order points.
Whew. Look at you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
He's
go.
a clever boy, isn't he? Look at that.
They got me on for a reason, Administration and bringing the guests on, that's my job.
Well, it's pretty close, I have to say. I mean, the top three have obviously. I mean, Kieran has pulled out some decent points so far with one race to go. Got a 13-point lead. That's solid. If he's gained some more points in the last one, it's almost nearly over. How many did you have leading into the medal race door?
I don't know. I didn't need to finish the medal race.
It was 24, no?
20 plus.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't need to finish the race.
It can be done, but he's gonna be close to 20 if he puts in another banger.
Yeah, if he can keep this or go extend a little bit on this, would be very nice. Would be would be great.
Yeah, Tom Squires he needed that. He needed a better one then to really put the pressure on him. It's getting a little bit. I mean, Mishka's still 6 points off a medal, which that's definitely doable if he can keep that kind of distance from Tom R.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, just explaining to you, this next race will be the last race, and then they will carry these points to the medal race, and the medal race is a non-discardable double points race. So first place will be 2 points, third place 6 points, eighth place will be 16. You get the idea. You can all do a bit of maths, I'm sure.
Then if there is any racing that you can put maximum points on people, it's in the light breeze.
Yeah.
It's a little easier because you can actually screw somebody over, put them in a bad spot, and then get out of there. And they will know there will be no way that they can make really big gains just like that. So it's 20 points you can gain on the maximum 20 points. 18.
Got him. Yeah.
18, but it's that's a lot of points for if you look down in going into a medal race and you're like, if that person finishes first and he finishes last, then he can go up to there. But it's an accumulative thing that second, third, blah, blah, blah.
It can happen though, you know what I mean? In light winds especially, if you get screwed on one of them wind shifts or you get whatever, the left just suddenly pays. There's only 10 riders in it. You can't, not everyone is going to go one way. There's always the guy in fourth and fifth are going to be like, right, well, whatever you're doing, I am doing the opposite.
Yeah.
So you're going to have those tricky decisions, I guess, as the guy who's leading going into medal race, or at least the medal riders. Then you've got the fourth, fifth, sixth who have got nothing to lose. Whether you finish sixth or fourth, I don't think makes any difference. It's like you're going for a medal. So that's what's going to be interesting, I think, in the medal race. We're going to have people splitting. And as we've seen in this course, I think I saw someone take a minute out of someone. A minute. Yeah. 1 whole minute in one beat, which is huge. Like, that is massive differences. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Got some Italian support looking at it.
Yeah.
Wonder what Shirley is saying. What does she know that we don't?
Yeah, well, that's not Shirley, right? It's
It's not Shirley. It can't be.
Well, who is it?
She's very British. Well, the boys in Oz, New Zealand, said it's Jenny Tucker.
Jenny Tucker.
Do you know her?
No, is it Jenny Tucker? Is that what they said?
That's what Dave Bell said.
Now, there's a couple of people said that, to be fair.
Jenny
Jody as well, so I'm guessing it's right.
Look at the leaderboard. Kieran Bedlow by Cook, Cambodia, the top three. Ulf Cohen, Mishka Squires up to 6. Rogue, Cochlianis, and Goyal.
Oh, hang on. So has that changed it? Has he been sneaking up on us?
Who's that? Mishka.
I was just looking at the Israeli they've got there, but I think maybe that was for that race.
Yeah,
was fair.
he's still down in 7th. He's 62 points.
Is the Chinese coming into this? No. Let's have a look at his race results from the other day, because
he's only 11 points from 3rd now. Oh, not after. Yeah, he's only 11 points from 3rd.
I haven't refreshed this. Oh God, I'm so useless.
No,
it's like when you're live on the computer, people really see how useless you are at doing this.
So this is individual races. If you go back up, and go to overall results, you've got it.
He's resetting. That's what I always have an issue with. I mean, he's had some. Look at the last days of racing. If he hadn't started off so horrendously, first, third, second, fourth, second.
Yeah.
And that disqualification was a what? What was the disqualification? What result was that?
It was a 7, so he would be on 52 points. So he'd be 3 points right now.
You know what? He's going to look back at that and
we should tell Andre to go see him after the racing today and be like, "Told you."
Yeah,
that's a disaster. Yeah, that is a disaster. Can you send me the link to the next race when you get it? Because for whatever reason, I'm just useless at this.
I enjoyed little Angel going around there first in that first couple.
But that goes to show he's not the fastest in these wins. So there is definitely big gains to be made on shifts and lifts, headers, whatever it is. It's not just a speed track, which is always interesting.
Yeah, sometimes you're just stuck with the crowd that you're racing with, and you know there's a faster way to get to the top, but you can't let the boys go.
Yeah, that's like I say, that's what's going to be exciting in that medal race. There's no way they're all going the same way. So, a medal could be decided on a massive wind shift or even a little wind shift.
That's what sailing is all about, Ben.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you miss the Japanese coastline, Antonio, when you see the footage coming back?
Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time there. Like, I really enjoyed Japan, but I don't know if I miss it. Yeah, it was nice. We've had some nice times there.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear hooters going off.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Okay.
Well, 10 minutes. It's called
10 minutes. I'm a bit delayed. Yeah. Okay. What you calling for this race then? Who's going where?
Well, Thomas already on the tracker. He's already going left.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
He's out there. Going to get some more. Oh no!
Is it Andre? He's going to have a port tack flyer, even if it's starboard tack flyer.
Andre's 10 points out of the middle race now. So he's had a bit of a shocker today. 19 and 12 in those 2 races.
Actually, that's a good point. Who's in contention for medal race?
Middle race, you've got Andreas, who's had a pretty good day. So he's 4 points out. Ankel is currently in 10th on 100 points. Andreas from Cyprus, 104. And then Michael, Hong Kong, 106. Equal on points with Byron, 106. So they'll be battling for trying to get into the middle race for sure.
And from what I've heard, everyone's saying Byron was probably most people's tip to be in the top 10 at least, even a medal.
In the top 5, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what's going on there? Does anyone know what's happening?
That kids, all right. Good guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was also was he bronze at the Worlds? Second at the Worlds, bronze this year in Cadiz. It was first Kieran, second Mattia, third Byron. So he's not like he hasn't been on form recently.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. He's missing out at the moment. All right, let's put this tracker back on. Hang on.
This is the man who is currently leading.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at my lack of skills for this
Oh, right.
for this tracker. I thought I had it all sorted out, but have I? I'm just trying to look. I don't think I have I?
Going into their double scoring medal race.
Jody there providing us with some key
Yeah.
insight to our
Really
commentator.
Leads by 13.
That's you think that's based on own knowledge or stalking in the last few minutes?
I don't know. He's a well-informed man. You got to give him some credit.
He is a well-informed man. Yeah.
The afternoon, you can see
As Jody knows, it's not what you know, it's what you know about who, or who you know, what you know about who. Sorry, got that mixed up.
Delivery was on point.
It was really good. Give me a break. It's 12:30 in the night, in the morning.
I think I would have preferred that. I got up at 6:30, and for me, that's quite early. For some people around the world, it's nothing. But
I was wondering where your beer was.
yeah, the dog gave it away earlier as he knocked it over.
Good time for me to make a coffee? I'm going to make a coffee, guys. 6 minutes.
6:30. Yeah, 6 minutes to go. There's Mattia on the screen for the people at home that can't watch Eurosport or anything. It's looking good. A little bit of a disappointing day so far, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, boy. Get in there.
What is it? Top 7 is 62 points for Israel.
Yeah.
61 China, 58 Tom Squires, the British, obviously. Then Poland, 55. Those boys, Tom Squires, Mishka, need to eat some points up in this race.
Yeah.
They need to get Thomas Goyal, Camboni behind them to make that medal race super exciting. Obviously, if you haven't tuned in already, the women have already been, and that battle is really tight. There's only 3 medal chances, basically. So there's 3 girls that have guaranteed medals. Great Britain, China, and France. Which order is all to be played for in that medal race. So it will be an exciting medal race, no doubt about it. The Chinese came through really strong today. Emma Wilson kind of dropped into second place, but there's only, I think, 6 points between them, maybe 4. I should remember.
30, 34, and 36.
Yeah, so 6 points separating the top 3, 4 points the top 2, 2 points. It's really on the line. But the difference is the medal race is going to be light. Like the forecast is for light winds, unless there's some miraculous change from yesterday, which I haven't actually checked, which maybe I should check. This was the forecast for today, just so you can see. So 24 knots in the afternoon, 20 knots, 12 o'clock. So, it's a decent forecast. And then you look at Saturday's forecast, there's a bit of breeze, and it's like right on that edge and a little bit dodgy in the morning. It changes around in the middle of the day. Do you know what that forecast means, Dor?
No.
I mean, like, have you sailed over there in that sort of stuff? It looks random.
Yes, we've sailed in everything, and like you said, the perfect word is random. It is so random. You're like, all right, we're gonna get this, and then it just dies, comes from the other side, or like 45-degree wind shifts.
Oh God! So it could be crazy medal race.
It's amazing. Actually, was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago? I'm watching the 49er FX girls sail, and it was so spotty just before the typhoon hit, and they were like, "I'm looking at this, and the girls are falling off the wire, off the boat, into the water." I'm like, "Bunch of amateurs, what's going on?" They were having gusts from like 15 to like 2 knots. Like complete vacuums, and then the girls would just tip over and actually tip upside down, and then next moment they would be all lit up and tip over the other way. Quite entertaining.
We never know what we're going to get here.
So, yeah. Wow, but that I didn't even, to be quite frank with you, I didn't even see the ladies yet. So, but isn't it? Can I blow my own whistle a little bit? Isn't that what I said? It's going to be 3 girls battling it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. And you
That's
said
it.
it was gonna win.
You called it. To be fair, you called it. You said Emma Wilson for the gold, so I'm with you. I'm all over it.
One more day.
Hey, there's a really good tip in the comments from Gabrielle. Free Google Chrome VPN add-on called Hola. Lets you watch the footage with no commentary on CBC. Is that the American one, CBC?
It's Canadian broadcast.
Canadian.
Hey,
Nice.
Hoser.
Canada.
Hey, mate. What do they say over there? They say
They say like.
They say sorry. Listen, I'm married to a Canadian. I wish they say sorry, but
out. That's what they say. Out. We're going
hey,
out.
Hoser.
What's Zach doing? Zach might be sleeping right now.
Zach somewhere in the middle of nowhere on a boat. I can tell you that much.
Oh, Jody's giving you a bit of grief there, Dorian.
The best looking.
We've got JP on.
It's disappointing.
Hey, JP. How you doing, JP?
I wonder if JP remembers that practice race in Bermuda where he T-boned me.
We can call him up. Should we call JP up? Where's JP? JP, send us
wants nothing to do with that.
Let's get JP on. Where's the link? Can we do 4?
Yeah, I can do up to 10.
7.
Okay, let me send them a link. Hold on. All right, JP.
Okay, so we've got 1 minute 20 to go until this race starts on my screens. Kieran Badlow trying to extend his lead going into that medal race on the last day on Saturday. And then we've got Thomas Goyal, who is charging at the moment. But his last race was good. We've got Camboni as well, who's putting together a better race, that last one. And he's going to be well up there in contention. But as we've seen from the races so far, which side of the course you go makes a big difference.
Guess who's going left at the pin? Oh, no, he's turning around. What's going on? He's going to port.
Let's have a look. Let's get rid of this for a second.
Got Jimmy Levy here as well. All the old guys coming back. Hey, Jimmy.
Tom, he's just right at that pin end, isn't he?
Yeah, he went back for the left.
You can always call it. Pretty good. I mean, Dor is playing it safe, I guess, in the middle.
Kieran, you mean? I'm playing it very safe behind the computer over here, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to just it's stuck in my head. I apologize, Kieran. Kieran.
Like Jody said, I'm the good-looking one. He's the one with the bad haircut.
A few port tackers.
Ooh, we got a split. From the start. Ay. Interesting. Here going left. Mattia going right.
Looked like a shocking start from the Italian on the TV screen.
Back over straight away. He got shafted.
That didn't look good. He looks. He's coming out of it again with the trackers ahead of the screen I'm watching.
Yeah. No, he got out of it all right. Tom's going right too.
Kieran looks pretty solid though, to be fair, on the TV screen.
No, he's got clear air. He's got nobody in front of him. He can do whatever he wants. This is it. He's gonna get another bullet. I'm calling it.
I'm calling just a massive shift. Everyone at the right just loving life. It's something like that's going to happen at some point. It's sailing, isn't it? It's bound to.
Well, right now, let's have a look at the angle that they're sailing. They've got 56 on the left, 63 on the right. The right sailing a knock. The left boys on the left sailing a nice lift.
Yeah, it depends what happens if it carries on. That's the question, isn't it?
Where are you getting the angles from, Dor?
If you push on the little boats or windsurfers, sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, but Ben, they're lifted now. It can only go knocking. Like it can lift further, but it probably not.
But that's what I mean. If it carries on, like there's going to be one race where it just keeps going, and you just keep going, thinking, yeah. Oh no, that's a horrible feeling. That.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a keel vodka one. That is. Oof.
Oh yeah. Yes.
You think it's going to come back? It's going to come back. It's going to come. It's not coming back. I'm getting absolutely nailed here. No, looking good. Kieran Badlow looking like he's going to extend his lead. I mean, we're only halfway up this first upwind, so a lot can change, but looking pretty solid at the moment.
Yeah, if they finish right now, he's got 20 points.
Yeah, pretty early to call that though.
Come on, why not?
Yeah,
right now they haven't gone around a mark, and Dorian's like, he's got 20 points right now.
He's done.
That's it. Yeah, it's over. Let's wrap it up.
Give him the medal already. Yeah, still 20 points. Thomas in fourth. If Thomas finished fourth and Kieran, so this is a good one to know. If Thomas finished fourth and Kieran finished first, Thomas can't. It's done. Yeah. Kieran's got the gold.
Good to know. Who told you that?
I can see that on my tracker. I'm not the best mathematician. Like I'm very bad at it. I'll just keep racing until Aaron tells me like it's done.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? They're not allowed phones or anything. They're not allowed no electrical devices on the water this year. So Macca's will be there with his pen and paper doing it in the.
Every time. No, that's always with the games. He always has to leave his phone back at the beach. So he's always with his cigarettes, now his vape pen, and his notebook. There we go. Right's not paying off on the tracker.
Oh, look at Camboni.
He's getting Cambonied.
He risked it going the opposite way on a side that hasn't been paying. I mean, I don't know about that. I'm not out there racing, but he didn't have the best start.
Big header now for the boys on the right.
They're getting smashed. They are getting
big headered. Yeah. And
Tom Squires as well. That right, they've just got nailed.
Yeah, he's going back to he's back on the left now though, square pants.
Yeah.
So he might get some little Scooby snacks on that side.
I mean, the thing is, if he'd have put in a good race there with the Italian back, he would have been right in the mix. Mishka as well from Poland, he's going to pull up a serious amount in this if he can be right up there.
Mishka is 1 point of third now.
Like in the virtual standings?
Yeah, 2 points.
Oh,
yeah. If he fourth, third, so.
This is high enough. I tell you what,
it is. Yeah, the three of us will start to go quiet and just do all the thinking, you know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that's looking good. Kieran Badlow is looking hot right now. He had that last place hanging over him, and he has just delivered since then.
I'll tell you this: Toma needs to get second, or he kind of needs to get in front of Kieran if he wants to be able to get in there. It's going to be pretty difficult for him.
Yeah.
There we go. Piotr in third overall in the virtual standing.
Yeah, there you go.
I called it.
You did call it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Mishka is coming back into the mix.
Old dog.
I mean, it's definitely early to say this, but who is going to be the best in the light winds from that top bunch? Kieran Badlow, go around.
Mattia for sure, I would say. He's just Mattia would be the fittest in the fleet, Dor?
Yeah. I mean, he looks like it. I think Kieran's really fit too, but he's just not hit it right. I think Mattia maybe knows how to take a little bit more pain.
Camboni has got absolutely smashed.
21.
Oh, That's a shocker. That's his discard. He may as well not
You know
even
what they
race.
say in Italy when that happens? Ciao, ciao.
Yeah. That's a horrible feeling, though, isn't it? Being the opposite side of the course, seeing everyone going around that mark, and you can't do anything.
It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. And you know you're shooting yourself in the foot. You would have, should have, could have. But you can't let it get to you. You just gotta, in these moments, if he's good, if he's really good, he can chip away and he can go forward, place by place.
Hang on, Dor, have you seen the video footage of how far back he is? He is still just almost on the right ley line, the furthest out. He is like
he's half a downwind behind. He's never going to catch the boys in the front, but he might be able to sneak back into that top 10.
Yeah, man. Looking at the video footage, he is just so deep. He is like last.
You need binoculars to see him.
Jesus. That's a scary tactic, though, going the opposite way to all your rivals. That just seems crazy.
It's hey, you call it. It's a fool's move. I'm going to be harsh. It's cannot do that. You got to stick to the guys. Like, even if you know that you're not the fastest and you can just match them, you got to bite into your opponent. You just got to hang in there for dear life.
Yeah, you might, like, the gold might be slipping away, but still a medal is a medal.
Yeah, and now he's in fourth.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but either way, even if he was third, 1 point ahead, it's the same position, right? Because in the medal race, he'd still have to beat Piotr.
Yeah, but it's the mental advantage too.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Tom Goyal was flying on that downwind. Just looking at his angles and looked really good.
Yeah, so 19 points would mean that he would have to win the race tomorrow, and Kieran would have to come last, yeah, because that gives Kieran 20, Tomas 18, so he's still clear, no?
He's gaps to leader. Kieran is still not 20. Oh, Tomas just dropped a bunch, I guess. What happened there? Kieran is 22 points in front now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, he is killing it. It's looking good for the Dutchman.
Yeah.
I mean, Dorian, you need him to win, really. I mean, he took you out coming. So if he doesn't win, you'd be a bit like, well, come on, mate. You took me out. You got to win now. That's the rules.
That's the rules. I like that one. Yeah. No, I really want him to win. What we got? Tomas.
Looking very solid. He's looking super solid. I mean, this is played into his hands with the wind as well, I guess, the last couple of days. He looks really comfortable.
Yeah. If there's any for Kier to deal with the pressure that he had on of that disqualification, it couldn't have played better out for him to deal with wind like this. If it would have been light wind, he could have had a shocker. But this stuff, he can sail his way out of it.
Well, few people called it. Byron back in the game trying to make the medal race. You know, he's up there in fourth place. It's probably the highest I've seen him all week. But the top three around the bottom mark, are those the medalists? Kieran, Mishka, Tomas. Are we going to see that? Interesting.
Hey, so Byron and Unkel are in a little battle for 10th place here. They're on virtual standings. They're both on 110 points. So whoever beats
so what's that? Greece versus
Spain
for the medal race. Obviously, like I say, we're obviously talking about medals, but there'll be a lot of people that making a medal race is a goal. You know, to make that medal race, to be on the show.
I mean, I'd say both Byron and Unkel probably quite disappointed to be fighting it out for 10th place, but you know, at least you're in the final.
You still want to win that medal race. You know, that could be the sort of like, well, I didn't do very well, but I won the medal race. Got on TV all the way around the world.
Yeah. Hey, Dor, we've actually never had this discussion, but you know, if you'd won those trials, how do you think you would have dealt with the year stuck in America? Like, what would have been different?
Oh man, it would have been absolute hell. Absolutely. I
You
would
would
have
have had to train alone, right? Yeah, what would you have done?
I would have just trained here out of Long Beach, which the conditions are super good. It's a great training spot, but it would have just the logistic side of things, to have a good training partner, to have anybody sail with, would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
Or to even have Aaron over here, near impossible. I would have been able to go to any regattas. Really, yeah.
You guys might have had to have come over, to Europe with your
Yeah,
family.
but there was no way that me and the whole family would have been able to come over.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to break up this party, boys, but you didn't happen. So let's concentrate on the race here. Kieran Badlow is absolutely smashing this. My maths isn't the best, but if he finishes where he was before and everyone else finishes the same, he's won going into the last race. Is that right? He will win before even sailing the medal race. So this is massive for Kieran Badlow. A couple of days ago, we did hear a call from a certain Mr. Dorian there that he wasn't going to make it. He would have that result hanging over him. And he has just totally turned it on the last couple of days.
I really hope he heard that and he was like, I'm going to prove him wrong.
Yeah. It was reverse psychology. I know what you did. He
has been listening to the show. He has been listening to the show, so it's possible.
Oh, definitely. That's fired him up. It worked a treat. Good plan, mate. Good plan. Mishka, he has turned it on and he is pushing now for a medal. He's going to be up into third place and in medal contention, definitely. Camboni, the wheels have fell off the wagon at the moment and he's having a shocker. He really is having a shocker. He's coming back in this race, but at the moment, it's still his discard for the event so far. So when the pressure counted on this last race, he's not really delivered. He went totally the opposite side of the course. Whether he was thinking, well, I'll count my discard anyway, and I'll just risk it. And if it pays off, then I put in a high score. Maybe that was his tactics. It obviously hasn't worked, but you never know. It could have. And Thomas Goyal, he has really put it on in the last couple of days. And he is right up there in second place. And he's got a 5-point lead at the standings at the moment. If everything was to stay the same going into that medal race. So it's looking tight, but the medals are by not, like first maybe guaranteed at the moment. It's close. But second, third, and fourth is going to come right down to the wire.
Yeah, but hold on. Mathematically, Tomas needs to hold on to third to give him any chance at all.
Yeah, it's done. I mean, the gold medal is coming home literally to the Netherlands. He's keeping the run of gold medals coming.
It's not a bad run for the coach either, huh?
Yeah, he's going to be loving life. Does he get bonuses? No. He gets to keep the job. He probably gets an increase.
It's a bit of a disgrace. The athletes get bonuses, but the coaches get nothing.
Okay, well, he's got a good record. Aaron McIntosh, obviously, medalist from Sydney, has been coaching these boys for the last couple of gold medals now. I mean, is that 3 gold medals?
It's 3 golds in a row.
Pretty solid resume, that, isn't it? Aaron McIntosh, obviously from New Zealand. Kieran Badlow just finishing off this race. Does he know he's already won? In his head, he's probably thinking, I've had a good day today. That has been a very solid day. And he has got a huge lead coming around that top mark.
Yeah, he is gone.
He's just gone. He absolutely smoked them.
He won.
He has smoked them. Mishka, I think, is in second.
Well, hold on. I mean, what is it, 19 points, is it? 33-52. That's 19 points, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. So if everyone finishes in this position, then he's won.
As long as he doesn't pass Piotr, he's good. And he's not, because he's too far back.
There's no way. Well, I said there's no way he's finishing 10th in the medal race, but I don't think there is. So it is over. I'm positive of that. Thomas Goyal putting a really good couple of days together. Mishka coming through. Really interesting stuff, this.
Oh, yeah.
And so now the fight's going to be for the women, the top 3, the medal race is going to be amazing. And in the men, someone is going to miss out. There's 3 guys in it for 2 medals. That's going to be harsh. That 4th is not where you want to be in the Olympics. Well, it's better than 5th and 6th, but when you're so close to a medal, I think it feels worse. I think I'd rather be out of it than be close and kind of painfully looking back at a few points where you've lost it over the week. But Kieran Badlow absolutely he got together after that disgraceful protest from the Italian. Not disgraceful, but he would have felt he should have done his he should have felt he'd done his 360. Kieran would have thought, I should have done my turns, took the 3rd place, and this would have been a much more relaxing couple of days. But he's made it hard for himself, but he's delivered. And that's the main thing. It's made it pretty exciting for everyone watching. Kieran Badlow, he was the top seed coming into this. He'd won the world title championships. He took out our man Dorian here to actually go there, which I think was probably a harder battle than what he's had this week. Was defeating Dorian, double gold medalist, to actually get to the Olympics. And once you've done that, you couldn't relax. And then it was extended a year. It's been an absolute roller coaster, I can imagine. And then trying to peak for the right time with the whole COVID going on around the world, lack of training. So it's been a super big fight. And to maybe win this before even sailing the medal race at the halfway point, this was not looking possible. So he has had a stormer of a second half of this regatta.
Yeah. Look at him. Huh? Beautiful.
He's cruising. The arrow works.
Winner, chicken dinner.
You're going to see loads of Dutch young kids with the blue arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Could it be a new phrase? Here we go. He's round the last mark. Kieran Badlow pretty much cementing a gold medal. It's not official. He has to sail the medal race and then it will be official. But he has done absolutely amazing sailing in the last couple of days, and today he's just turned it on, and this is a big moment for him. Will he know he's already got it done?
Oh yeah,
he'll have a good idea.
You'll go on the boat. I really hope that they shoot the boat. Because that moment is the most fun, the most amazing moment.
Yeah, the emotion, you can see it. Kieran Badlow, there we go. Boom.
He doesn't know it yet. I don't think he knows it yet.
Big smile. That is
he doesn't
a big
know it yet.
smile.
Matthias too far
back. Yeah, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know it
He
yet.
doesn't know, does he?
I mean, Aaron will have the points on the boat. Hopefully they follow them to the boat.
Come on, they got to.
I mean, the commentators will know. They'll have the virtual leaderboard, but I'm not sure the TV people will.
Mishka, what a couple of races for him. He is right back in it now. Medal contention. Didn't look like it at the halfway point. The last couple of days, he has just gained so much on the other guys. Camboni, the main guy he gained on.
Oh, come on. Macker's so far away with the boat. Huh? Why is he so far with the boat? What's going on?
He wants a secret little smooch.
I mean, it would be nice if you could choose your cameras, that you're watching.
Yeah.
That next step, interactive,
Thomas Goyal, solid from him as well. He is right in the game now. This is going to be well exciting.
There we go.
Yes, he knows it. He's counting back. He's having a look.
I think
guys are in front of me. There he is. Yeah, no, Meckers knows it. That's it.
He knows.
Oh, shit.
Well, the commentator's saying France has done just enough to keep him in contention for tomorrow. How?
I don't think that's right, because unless you're
right.
OCS, you get 22 points if you're over the line. But
it's 18 points.
Isn't it 19?
Yeah, but you can only gain 18.
Yeah, but if you get an OCS, right, you get 22.
Yeah, but I mean, but he don't. You can guarantee you don't get over the line.
Don't you get 22 if you're OCS?
Yeah, but you can guarantee you don't go over the line. That's not the hardest thing to do. Just start 10 seconds later. It's done. It's done. It's done. There's no... You know, there's 20 points versus 2 is 18, 18, 40, 51. You can't do it. It's impossible.
Well, I'm happy I stayed up for it. Was supposed to go to sleep.
It's done. Unless my maths is so bad.
No, I think you're right.
It can't be done. It can't be done. It's done. Kieran Badlow is the gold medalist. No doubt about it. But there's a big race is for silver and bronze. And that one, there's going to be tears because someone is ending up fourth. In the women, all three are guaranteed of a medal. We just don't know what order yet between Emma Wilson, Xu from China, and Charlene from France. And that is like 6 points separating the top three women, 4 points separating first and second, 2 points separating second and third. So that is a massive battle for the medal race. In the men, Kieran Badlow has got the gold medal by my really amazing calculations. he's easily got it. It can't be done. I'm sure of it, unless I'm being totally out.
I think you're right. What is interesting though is Mattia's back up into third now by the looks of it.
Yes.
So
no, he came back a little bit.
Yes, who cares?
Dorian doesn't care. We won.
That's it. We're turning off. We just see he just disappears off the stream. So there we go. So give me some calls then, boys.
Well, what do you want to know?
Squires didn't have a good one. Chinese dropped back. It's between Mishka from Poland, Camboni from Italy, Goya from France for the silver and the bronze medal. Bearing in mind the forecast for the next, for the medal race is that, which is horrible. It looks horrible. Like if you had a medal race, I don't think I'll be liking that unless you were on an outside chance and you wanted a bit of luck thrown in maybe. But I say luck, there's always a tiny bit of luck in sailing, but obviously a lot of skill and covering and closing down. And that's what we're going to see. When you've got three riders in for two places, you can't cover everybody. It's impossible. If one goes left, one goes right, you can't cover someone because there's always someone who can do the opposite, which will be scary.
Nicky is crying. He got his girlfriend to cry. Great.
Tears. Let's see it.
It's private.
So has anyone else done some sums? Is it just me? Because I keep hearing the Eurosport commentator saying, "Oh no, there's still a chance."
Because I'm still pretty sure that if you get a DNF, no, not a DNF, if you get if you get a DSQ or an OTS score in the medal, what are the points?
Listen,
you can guarantee those don't happen. It's like you could sail like the real safe 30 seconds behind the start as long as you don't get timed out. That could be the way.
No, it doesn't matter. Even if you get timed out.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. It's done. Totally done.
If Kier gets disqualified or the amount of points that he gets not to finish first, he's an idiot.
Yeah, well, exactly. He doesn't deserve
idiot. He does exactly.
Yeah, if he gets a PMS in that start or OCS or whatever it's called these days, there's no way. Look at that. That's the hairdo on the Eurosport now, that blue arrow. I mean, he had to win with a hairdo like that. If he didn't win, well, he'd just be hiding.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow. Awesome. He didn't make it easy for himself, to be fair. That disqualification just gave a massive question mark and put so much pressure on him, but he delivered. So maybe he needed that extra bit of pressure.
Did he lead any race from the start to finish?
It's a good question, actually. There was one race where he was doing really well and he actually dropped back. But I think, again, he was covering, and that's the problem.
He finally got to do what he can do best. Start from the front, finish in the front.
Yeah. It's a difficult one that people who don't race maybe don't know. But in the Olympics, like we saw with the Italian there, you can't just let someone go off on their own And Kieran's races were probably not as good as he would have liked because he was covering the Italian, and the Italian was doing weird things like going right when everyone was going left. So Kieran was like, okay, I've got to kind of go with him. And then it was hindering his races. There we go.
Oh, yeah, hockey.
Oh, sweet. We're going to talk to it. As Hagi's on the beach there, I can see him. So there he is.
Ja, man, zo mooi. Heerlijk. Godverdomme zeg.
There we go. We're going to see some high fives from Kieran Badlow. Obviously, you guys can't see this. I should put something a bit more topical on.
Kippenvel hier, hoor. Ja.
Let's get at least his Instagram on.
Bart en penis, heerlijk.
Moet je even doorgeven?
Ja, geef even door, tuurlijk.
At least a little bit more topical. There we go. We got Kieran Badlow on Eurosport now, giving the hugs out. He has done it. He looks skinny as well, I have to say.
Yeah.
He's a big.
Ja, ik wacht wel even, hoor. Nee, ik hoor je. Ik wacht
Thin Lizzy. They know it. They know it. Those aren't hugs of you've done well, you're in contention.
Oh,
that's a hug of, you have won the gold medal, mate. And this, I think this gold medal has been a harder one, not being disrespectful. But this one has been the last year of RSX when everybody has left. Everyone's left, RSX.
Goed zo. Heerlijk, gefeliciteerd. Oh.
Crazy.
Dorian's having his own party over there.
Ja, top. Samen met Tony en Ben Profit op de cam.
Yeah, hello.
Ja, heerlijk. Geef die Dick ook een goede knuffel van me.
That's a good point. What if there's no win for the medal race?
Ik moet gecontroleerd worden.
Hey, it's Kieran on the phone now.
Huh?
Kieran on the phone.
Leuk, gozer. Helemaal top.
Oh, really?
Helemaal top.
We gaan door.
Succes!
Lekker man. Doei.
So I send him an invite to the stream.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's got doping. See that phone? That's me.
Yeah, that was Dor on the phone. Dor, you're on Eurosport. You made it.
Oh, we made it. We made it to Eurosport. We're going to ban them.
Oh, so mooi. So good.
So if you are just tuning in, you've missed it all. This isn't the last race, but Kieran Badlow has absolutely had a stormer today and pretty much put 20 points between him and the rest of the field, meaning that going into the medal race, which is double points, 10 riders in it, no one can beat him. He has won the gold medal like the guy he beat to get there did previously. The Dutch have got a kind of history of doing that right now. And maybe he was thinking that. He's thinking, well, Dorian did it. I can't leave it up to the medal race. I need to finish it before. So, I mean, he did it. Big shout out to Mishka. He has put himself right back in the mix, the Polish rider now. He was looking out of it at the halfway point, and he has fought his way back in. Thomas Goyal as well, looking good. Camboni is in there, but the momentum has shifted, I would say. The momentum is not with the Italian. He's got a day to regroup, and then he has to come out swinging in the lighter winds, which might play into his hands. His best results were in the lighter winds, so that will gonna go in his favor. But it's going to be a real interesting battle. But the gold medal is pretty much sewn up. Kieran Badlow taking it down. The women is so close. 3 riders, the Brit, the Chinese and the French are going to fight it out to see who gets which medal. It won't be who beats who, but it's pretty close. There's 2 points separating second and third between the Brit and the French. And then there's 4 points separating first and second, Chinese and the British. 6 points separating all 3 women. Boom. Kieran Badlow, go on. He smoked it. Absolutely smoked it. And there we go. We did work out. At least this was meant to be a dry run, but I'm glad we did it. This was meant to be practice for the medal race.
Isn't it? But this is the thing. Like, it should have been properly. It kind of was properly televised. But
just better broadcast commentary, like post show. Like they could do a good job if they wanted to.
we were there. We were there, boys.
We were there. I was
We
there
were
when
there.
Kieran Badlow won the gold medal.
We
No, but the
were
thing
there.
is, what
We
annoys me
pretty
is
much talked him into that gold medal. He didn't know it. We didn't.
we were like there. What I will say is, though, what I would like to say is Eurosport should be doing better sums than us. If we're adding it up, unless we've got it wrong, I mean, they should be going, this is the gold medal kind of thing. They should know this, surely.
This is it.
Bit of swell on the beach, not much, but a bit of swell.
Coming home. It's coming home.
So who got the last medal race place? Did Byron get it?
I would.
Angel.
Angel got it. Yeah.
Oh, race the medal race. Yeah, Tom Squires. Yeah, he's in the medal race, but definitely his foot come off the gas the last couple of races.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, a bit more than 10 points. It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, it'll be hard, but not impossible. You never know.
You never know.
Unlikely. Yeah, that Chinese guy will really be kicking himself. He'd be on joint. They would be joint third at the moment. I mean, would have, should have, could have, but you can definitely avoid protests if you want to.
Yeah, so just if you don't know, couldn't be there, 5th place. This disqualification was a 7th, was it? So basically, you would take that and the 7th, and you get 9 points. You take 9 points off the 67 points there, puts him in 58, and he would be in a chance of a medal going into the medal race, which is crazy. And that protest didn't need to happen. It was apparently they talked on the beach, him and the Norwegian, and they didn't come to some arrangement or whatever it might be. They didn't agree to, like, oh no, they both protest each other and they both got disqualified. That's the crazy thing about that. So yeah, that he's going to be looking at that and be absolutely gutted. It's not out of the question he could get a medal though. That's 5 places between him and no, it's a bit more than that. It's difficult. It's not out of the realms of possibility, but it would have been so close if he hadn't got the disqualified. Mishka is 3 points behind the Italian and 5 points behind the French. Obviously 2 points separate. It's close for those silver, bronze medals. Going to come right down to it. Kieran Badlow's already de-rigged. He's off. He's going to have the beer in his hand soon. I'm just looking at him on the screen. He is already packed up.
Bloody should. Bloody should.
Good lad. Obviously, I'll just put the women's results on just in case you haven't seen them. That is how it looks at the top of the women's. You can see the top girls really have just got a gap between 4th place. So it is between Charlene from France, Emma Wilson, obviously 2nd place, and Shu in 1st place. Chinese, another good day from her today. Just 6 points separating them. Is going to come down to the medal race. Camboni has got the hands out on the beach.
Yeah. The best part is he never has to touch that RSX equipment again.
That's why he's de-rigged it. I'd have just left it there, just to leave it rigged.
That's what I did in 2012. Smack it in the corner. Yeah.
So if you're not watching Eurosport base here, we've got scenes of Kieran Badlow just putting it all together. He's having a hug from the Norwegian. Good to see. That's the best shots, is like the after shots, the big smiles, the hugs, the kisses or whatever.
Hey Tony, that's a nice life jacket he's got too there, huh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Don't worry, you're not irrelevant anymore. You're still contributing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's also interesting is, well, not interesting, but that is it for RSX. It's done. You know, the class will carry on, but I'm sure the riders won't. They're all going to be switching to the IQ foil, which is obviously a foiling class. The clue's in the title. We're going to have the World Championships, I think, in 2 weeks' time in Silver Planner. What do they do? Do they stay at the Olympics? They're going to rush back? I doubt they're rushing back. That's for sure.
I mean, they actually do have to rush. I mean, the sailors can't stay there very long. 2 days to get out. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're not allowed to stay. They have to leave. So they actually are rushing back.
Okay, so will we see any at the World Championships? You never know. There's some diehards, aren't there? I think after sailing the RSX for that long, I think they might be just having a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm out of here, boys. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
No,
Me
but
too.
I think we can wrap it up as well. But thanks to everyone who's joined. That was literally a dry run for the medal race, but I'm glad we did it because we've just seen the gold medal absolutely smashed. Kieran Badlow just having such a good day. Last couple of days on the water, gets that gold medal. Like I say, all the men, 3 guys in contention for silver and bronze. Someone will miss out. The women, it's a 3-horse race, for want of a better word. That's an English saying in case you think I'm being rude. I'm not. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you for the next one. Boys, it's been a pleasure as always. Well done. I'll join you for the medal racing on Saturday. See you in a bit.
Cheers. Adios.